in Manchester has produced a difficult pitch of variable footing. It's bone hard on the near side, but gets progressively easier towards the far touchline. And of the two goal mouths, it's the one at the Stretford end which is much the more icy. And it's that end that Southampton are defending, the choice of ends decided in the dressing room. And their lineup shows one change from last Saturday. It's an enforced one because Mick Mills is cup-tied, but Nick Holmes has recovered from a rib injury and plays. Manchester United are unchanged, although Southampton will not need reminding that it was the substitute Lou Macari whose goal divided these two teams in the league match at the Dell earlier in the season. FIFA referee George Courtney is the man in charge. Both sides have scored 7 goals in 2 matches in the last week. Southampton, having disposed of Manchester City in the previous round, now facing United. Southampton got a 1-1 draw at Main Road and then won the replay 4-0. This is Arnold Muren, Frank Stapleton. Found some room. It was Dennis Rowe who turned it away. This is Arthur Alverston. Peter Shilton not to be hurried. It's hardly a breath of wind. Bula playing at the back of the defence. Mark Wright in the right-back position at the moment. And Williams tucking himself in front of a back four. And certainly at the start, Southampton playing a pretty tight game. Stapleton. Well, it was cheeky in the end after he appeared to have run out of room. Nice little turn. Seemed that Rowe denied him coming across here, but it was a good spin on this sort of surface, but Shilton was covering that post. 3-4 for Southampton at the moment. Holmes is one of the three. Moran. Oh, well seen by Williams. Not enough pace on the ball to get it past McQueen. And Moran brings Bailey into the game at last. Shilton in 2 minds, and somehow Whiteside put it wide. We were looking at Brian Robson, who'd made all the running on that. Broke from midfield, nobody was really with him in a position to challenge, although Williams tried to. And look at this, well, it's got to count for the miss of the season so far. Poor Norman Whiteside. Castles. I think that will go all the way. Wallace. Armstrong is the player down. And the referee, I'm sure, right to stop the play because it's quite obvious that Armstrong is certainly hurt. The problem seems to be around the shoulder and neck area. There are a few boos. The home crowd not feeling that it was as serious as the referee thought, and indeed I think Armstrong thought. It's a United ball. Here's Whiteside. for once, Whiteside to come short. Stapleton left of the penalty spot. This is Moses. And Holmes deciding that on this sort of surface, the way to play it was the way he was facing. McQueen has come forward. Castles, the number 9, has come back, but McQueen towers over him. And indeed, he's quite a bit bigger than Shilton. It's a good back flick. McQueen. And McQueen again! And Gordon McQueen scores. 19 minutes gone. And that's his first goal since April '81. He had near things apparently on Saturday, but perseverance really paid off for him there. Good flick on initially, and McQueen battled for it once, was up in the air off Armstrong. Shilton thought about coming for it. McQueen rose high above everybody else, and there was a bit of a gap, and he found it. So, one miss and one goal to Manchester United. And Gordon McQueen has ended quite a long drought. Moran. Gary Bailey is a virtual spectator so far. All he's had to do is to collect the odd pickings. Pushed by Mark Wright. McQueen is lolloping his way forward, taking a position on the far side. Poised for the diagonal run in, and he may well get it. Nicol did instead, but here's Koppel. Stapleton. It's a pretty sharp effort again by Stapleton. And again, the big fella causing a few problems, although Nicol got it away, and he rolled off his head to Koppel. And another speedy turn as Wright challenged Stapleton. Well collected. And he took a divot out too, which I think surprised him, but that just shows how the ground does vary. Talking to Peter Shilton before the match, and he said, really don't know what studs to wear, because it does change wherever you are. Didn't run kindly enough for Holmes. Agbula. Caught slightly in two minds. Here's Moses. Rofe. Armstrong. Williams. Starting to come forward rather more since Southampton went behind. Castle's on the far side behind Robson, who lost him. Moran, and Castles puts it wide. Well, I think he was a little bit too eager, or wasn't sure whether Wallace was going to have a go. Robson certainly lost his man. The ball bounced off Moran. And the goalkeeper committed the other way, but the shot wide. For the first time, Gary Bailey knows how hard the ground is. It's a United ball. Whiteside, Moses, Stapleton didn't, Murin did. Shilton able to take it on the full. Struck it nicely to Darrell Murin, and with his right foot. But it was very kind for Shilton, all the body behind it, didn't bounce and dip in front of him. Good save and a good effort. And even the cries are muted, which perhaps was as well on that occasion. Rofe. Williams. Moran, Holmes. Rofe is square. Promising position for him if he'd like to have a go. Spurns the chance. Here's Armstrong. That's a corner. Running out of room. Two central defenders forward again, Wright and Nicol. Second time the corner's been hit really too short, though, to interest either. Free kick. Body check by Robson. And a run to be made again. Met by Moran. And it was Moran. Didn't really quite get hold of it. Kevin Moran who knocked it out. Armstrong put it back, and Moran really swung at it, never really got round the ball. Stapleton. Three in the middle. Again, a bit of a teaser. Robson tried the flick up for Koppel instead of the shot. Stapleton's cross, and a good one, right along the 6-yard line. Shilton stayed at home, and a little dink up really by Robson. Well, he might have shot. Nicol. Almost a very good ball by Arnold Muren. Whiteside. Right, looking warm enough. And managing to hold on to at the expense of the corner. And this time Moran and McQueen come up together. McQueen goes all the way, and Moran is poised for the diagonal run. So is Robson in the middle. There's Robson, there's Stapleton, and it's hit Robson. Williams. And the bounce has too often been deceiving. Holmes. Williams. And McQueen eating up the ground. And the free kick is given. Although I think McQueen will feel that it was a genuine attempt to get the ball. And I don't think that Mr. Courtney would argue with that, but he was just fractionally late. And the big legs brought down the very much smaller legs of Danny Wallace. Williams takes, that's Armstrong, goal kick. Robson, Moses, and again Moses. Stapleton. Robson has gone to the middle for the return. Beautifully timed and very simply done. And there is Robson. And now Muren. And enough to concern the England goalkeeper. And would, I think, have had it covered. Very simple pass inside two defenders. Came out to Muren. And yes, Shilton would certainly have had it covered. And it's not really a surface for big men, but probably the biggest on the field, Gordon McQueen, the dominant factor so far. His perseverance producing the only goal of, in truth, a disappointing first half giving Manchester United a 1-0 lead. A goal down to determination and real use of his height. He won it initially and then was absolutely determined he was going to get there first this time, and there was quite a gap to Shilton's left, and he tucked the ball just inside the far post. This is the 23rd League Cup competition, the first with truly added vitamins, and Manchester United and Southampton not among the 15 previous winners. Played by Agbula. It's Gordon McQueen. And the free kick given. Alveston, who finished up on the deck. Having more and more problems. The left thigh heavily strapped up. Problem is a hamstring. Taken by Murin. Comes to Koffel. Line of four. It's a good header by Agbula. And well won back by Moses. And he and Nicol do a tumble. And the referee was on the spot and called it evens. Wallace. Murin. Stapleton to the left. Whiteside waiting in the middle. So is Moses. Koppel on the far side. Holmes' clearance. Nicol, and the foot was high from Moses, and I think that had something to do with their little contretemps of a few moments ago. And they rolled across the ground like a couple of skiers who'd fallen coming down a mountain. Nichols won that particular argument, gets the free kick, which Agbula will take. Rofe and Koppel. Wallace. Holmes. Agbula. Both these sides had to have a replay in the previous round. Southampton against Manchester City and Manchester United against Bradford City. Agbula. Williams with the throw, and certainly he and Steve Moran on the right side will find the ground a bit more to their liking in the second half. After Alveston's error. Nicol and Wright on their patrol forward. Holmes takes. Came off the head of Murin. Nicol. Moran. Murin. Benefit of the surface also to be felt by Arnold Murin and Steve Koppel. Castle's coming forward of McQueen. Though he doesn't, in fact, stay with him. Nobody does. Wright got the head up. Koppel. 5 in the middle. Oh! And Robson Unlucky not to get on the end of a rasping cross from Steve Coppell. The England captain really wasn't very far away. An indication of Robson's attitude to football. He would fling himself on a surface like this. Moses. Coppell. Fouled by Grulla. Charged into the back of Steve Coppell. Murin. Coppell. Oh, nasty one. Shot from so far out that nobody was forward quickly enough to get on the end of the rebound. Here comes Coppell. Really struck it well, and really nasty one. It dipped, but he was up off his feet quickly with Shilton. Williams. Good first time ball by Moses. Stapleton. Three in the middle. Out by Grulla. Good running by Duxbury. Just able to reach it as he stumbled to his left. This is McQueen. 10 minutes left. Manchester United 1, Southampton 0. Murin. Robson. Whiteside. And Robson gets the free kick. Well sat upon by Puckett. And Whiteside, in the end, is well wide. But it looked promising at the start, as he got round his man, facing one way and then the other. But his shot was well spooned and well wide. Quite know what Moran has against Moses. Whiteside again. Murin. It will add greatly to the feelings of the Manchester United supporters if their side can do what City failed to do. And here's Stapleton. That's a corner. Off Williams. McQueen, I think this time, is going to stay for the diagonal run, only just reaching the 18-yard area. Prancing around like a young colt. And it comes to Coppell. No mean try. Contest between McQueen and Nicol ended with the ball beating both, but as Coppell shot, very nearly got a flick off Nicol. If he'd have touched the ball then, Shilton would have had no chance. Stapleton. Armstrong. Castles. Now that must have hurt. And the free kick has been given. But there was nothing malicious in the challenge of Castles. Indeed, he inquires whether Duxbury has recovered. And Duxbury himself made light of it. Three United players just inside the 18-yard area. Whiteside beaten by Wright. Alveston. Oh, nicely done. He fooled everybody into thinking he was going to shoot. This is Muren. Stapleton. Koppel. Robson. Koppel. Oh, he's found room beautifully. And deserved better. Good piece of play by Steve Koppel. Really showed how to take on a man. Left Holmes for dead. Really thumped it across, but no one there to supply the finishing touch. And here's Puckett. Old Trafford faithful, already beginning with shouts of Wembley. This victory, if they achieve it, will only take them through to round 5. With 8 teams in that round, which will be played in the week starting January the 17th. There's Castles. McQueen concedes the corner. There are Wright and Nicol. Well claimed. And a long clearance will find Koppel, who was in his own half of the field when the pass was made, but Williams gains on him all the way. The man without the ball reasonably enough, travelling a great deal quicker than the man with it. Here's Castles. Castles needs help square. Finds Nicol, who has Williams moving outside him. 4 in the area. Nicol now making it 5. There's Armstrong. There's Castles. Wouldn't have counted anyway because the flag was up for offside, but the referee allowing play to continue. Or is he? No, he's not. Gary Bailey playing his 12th League Cup match this evening. Not had the happiest of records. He's conceded 14 goals, but none this evening. And we're into the last minute, plus stoppage time. Holmes. Wallace. Turned his eyes away from it. This is Whiteside. Stapleton. Muren coming in on the far side. That's Whiteside's header. And he met it on the meat of the forehead, having started the move himself, moved away to the centre. It was a good header, but too high. Wallace. Duxbury. Stapleton. Moses. Too wide. Southampton ball. Stapleton. And here's Whiteside. Chilton came off his line, went back, and is made to pick it out of the net. Started to come forward and then went back. And Norman Whiteside ends any lingering doubts about which side will go through to the quarterfinals. Beautifully played through by Muren. Chilton came forward, decided he couldn't make it, went back, and was going back as he was beaten. So Peter Shilton beaten twice, and Southampton out of the Milk Cup. Williams to take. And a bit of pushing and shoving by Puckett. Muren. United ball, but it's all academic now. Referee has a check of the watch. Tells United to get on with it. Moran. Williams. Too much pace on it for Wallace. Steve Moran still battling all the way. Keith Castles. Duxbury. Foul by Wright. Ball really wasn't quite within playing distance. Well, both goal scorers have gone a long time since scoring last. Norman Whiteside, 17 matches before this evening, he'd gone without a goal, but he got the second after Gordon McQueen had scored his first since April 1981. Not to be considered with one or two of the memorable contests between these two sides, but no doubt that Manchester United are through to the last 8 of the Milk Cup by a score of 2-0, and I think a score that they deserve.